High like Pluto, arrogant as fuck, hopping out the Benz Tudo. Up in the club, confidence like a model. Smoking on a swisher, just caught me a bottle. Step to a bitch and she fronted on me.
Hi, we're Newcleus, and you're watching GearWire.com.
On time, in your mind, see, you gotta put it to your best ability. You gotta funk it up until it knocks you down, and when you're bumping up, make sure you pass it around.
What's up? This is Cosmo D from Newcleus, and we're on GearWire.com. And to my right is Lady E.
Yes, I'm the Lady E from Newcleus.
And to my left is Chili B.
Hey, how you doing there?
And to my other left is Al T. We started before MIDI, so a lot has changed from like our first album. The first album, there was no such thing as MIDI. Most of the sequences we had to play live, and we were poor. I mean, we're still poor, but back then we were dirt poor. So the only instruments we owned was a Roland RS-09, which is an organ string, little compact thing. TB303, TR808. Everybody knows what those are, so I don't have to say Roland, but I said it anyway. A Sequential Circuits Pro 1, which is that bass line, that dope bass line on Jam On It. The 303 is the sequence, and that was it. That was all the instruments we had for most of the first album. Most of our hits, all of our hits, our big hits from the first album were done with just that. And like I said, there wasn't any such thing as MIDI yet. So all the sequences were manually put in and painstakingly programmed on the 303. Now, as the song goes, the computer age is now. Well, now we're deeply ensconced in the age of computers. Computers all over the place. And our studio is computer-based. I work in Logic completely. I have Logic 8, but I'm still in Logic 7. I stick in that. And we still have outboard gear. I have a couple of wave stations. Let's see. A Planet Fat. Let's see. JD 990, Roland JD 990, a JV 2080, Roland JV 2080, and Kurzweil K2000. But what I find myself mostly doing now, and the Roland R8M, what I find myself mostly doing now is using plugins. And I know a lot of people frown on plugins because they say it's not real analog, but we've never been ones to care. We care about the sound. We don't care, it's not analog, so it's not fat. Nonsense, you make it fat, you know? And the plugins that are coming out now are so vicious. You can do so much with them. Stuff you couldn't dream about back in the day. I'd be damned if I'm going to be prejudiced and not use them. Especially since most of them are quite easy to test, before you buy. So we do most of our stuff on that now. We still use the outboard, the hardware, but more and more, I'd say it's about 75 to 80% plugins now. Well, basically, what we do is the studio's in my house. Chili B lives way on the other side of Brooklyn, and we don't get together as much as we should. Luckily, Lady E is married to me, so I can force her downstairs to come lay some vocals.
All the time.
But for the most part, what it is, and it's pretty similar to the older days, though Chili B and I worked a lot more together then. But I'll come up with a groove, bring him over, and he'll lay parts, or he'll come up with an idea, but I do most of the brunt of the work simply because that's the convenience of it. We have a new album called Return to Earth that's about half done. We've been working on it for 2.5 years. Everybody in the world is upset that it's taking so long, but we can't put out crap. It's got to be right, so that's what's taking all the time. But I'm praying that it'll be out this summer.